Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new to our channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And don't forget to hit that bell. Stay alert when we release new videos. All right guys, today I want to get up here to the barn. I have a 6-foot gate that I want to put over here by Red's pasture, or his paddock, I should say, on the corner of the barn. We have that temporary 5-foot welded wire right there right now. And so in order to get into Big Red's pen, we have to go through the barn, through the goat stall. So that's working, it's okay, but I've had a fence up here, or a gate I should say, that I've been wanting to get mounted. I do have to get some 2x4s to fill a gap inside the barn and nail those in before we go ahead and drill out the holes for the hinges of the gate. Not a whole lot of work, not super hard, but it's been something that's been on my to-do list. I just haven't had a chance. As most people that are in the farming industry or live out on a homestead know, not everything goes to schedule. You know, this is something that I've been wanting to do, but unfortunately there's been other things come up. The weather has gotten away. For a good example is just the other morning I came out to do chores and I went to go drive down the path. Actually, I think I was walking and there was a downed tree across the path. So before I could do anything else, all plans were cut off there. I had to go out and get that cut up. And the good thing is though, I finally got to use the new Stihl chainsaw, and I got some footage of that. We'll run to that real quick. Yeah, as you can see, I didn't finish getting that tree cut up. I still have both halves, or both sides, pushed to the either side of the path. Still some cleanup work to do, but it's been so hot out here. I'll save that for a much cooler day later in the summer or early fall. All right, so first things first, I'm gonna go ahead and grab some 2x4s, some scrap 2x4s that I have. We're gonna get those measured out. We're gonna get those cut and nailed in over here, and then we'll install the gate. Let's go take care of that, guys. Oh, their water's full. Jerry's been topping off the cow's water over there, their water pail. Oh, I forgot to bring up too. We have a one of the chickens from down at the chicken coop, the big chickens. She's been injured. She's been hobbling for several weeks now, actually a few months, but it looked like she was progressively getting better. But lately, within the last week or so, the other chickens have been really beating up on her, and she was not doing good. She kept cowering down and trying to hide as much as she could, and she was all tore up and bleeding and whatnot. So we took her out of there so that she didn't get any worse, or any more injured, I should say. We tried to bring her over to the new chickens, the other chicken, the younger chicken flock, but of course they were all beaten up on her too. So
Yeah, you gotta dig around, look for some bugs.
Oh, there she is. She's just hiding back here.
Oh, is that the girl? Because I thought I put her over there.
She'll be all right. That's the injured hen. She's up here in the weeds, just kind of hunkered down a little bit so the other birds don't pick on her, which is all right. She can hang out there. She's pretty safe from aerial predators or anything. She's not gonna be too vulnerable out here. Make sure she just goes in later.
Hi. Hi.
Plan C was just bring her up here into the pasture area with the goats and pigs and cows, kind of let her do her own thing. So she's actually been getting locked up here with the goats the last couple nights. She comes out, we keep a little pail of water, and Jerry just went and got a little bit more scratch and feed for her to eat. But usually keep a little water in there for her, and she'll come up here and roost right inside. But right here along the goat's bed, she'll go right on the ledge, sit right there at night, and the goats sleep right here on their bed, and so they have company. And she's doing all right. She's actually been getting around a little better, healing up. You can see she doesn't like to put a lot of weight on that right leg, but her limp is looking a lot better today. So we'll let her stay up here. Eventually we'll be adding more chickens up here to the pasture anyways. The gate's actually gonna go right here where Jerry's adding water to the chicken bowl or container. Right on the edge. We're gonna go from here, and then it's gonna go right over almost to the existing fence for Red's paddock. We're gonna have to eventually put another T-post in. Actually, we will. Once we mount the gate, it'll probably be about a foot or so short from the other fence here. So I'll have to put a T-post as a stopper that we can chain it to and then tie in the rest of this. And then we can eventually get rid of this temporary 5-foot fencing here. I'll maybe able to repurpose it somewhere else. But what we need to do is on the corner here, you'll see there's a gap in the back. So I can't just put the hinge in through the side of the wall because it's not really going to go anywhere. It's just going to be a big hole, gap there, and it's not going to grab into this 6x6 post very good. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to get a filler gap, kind of like I did in the old, what you say, the other part of the barn that we worked on earlier this year. So we're going to measure this gap out right here, put a board in there, come from the outside, nail it in on the outside, and then we can drill the holes and screw in the hinges for that. So let me get that measured up here real quick. All right, so we're gonna go maybe about 20 and a quarter to be exact. And down here we wanna go about 22 and a quarter. So 20 and a quarter and 22 and a quarter. You gonna get in the way? All right, let's go get these boards. I have these two that have actually been sitting here from when we built the pasture trough. I knew I might end up using. All right, so we need this one at 20 and a quarter. Go there. Let's see if I have. I didn't bring a square. No problems. It doesn't have to be perfect. Do it on the edge here, and then do one there. Just put a few lines just as guidance. All right. Make sure the depth is set. Go make sure this fits before we go too far. So this is gonna sit right up in there, just like so. And then from the outside we'll put a few nails in it. Now I need 22 and a quarter. 22 and a quarter. 22 and a quarter. There, now technically this one should be able to fit over there. All right, this should go right down. I'll have to get the hammer and make a nice snug fit in there. Some nails. And a hammer. need somewhere to set these without them knocking them over. Now we should be good to go to add some nails in here.
Yeah, there.
No, Wayne.
There, Wayne.
There we go. So now, all I want to do is nail those 2x4s so they don't move on the inside. They're already wedged in there pretty good. Just got to get the gate out here and mark where I need to drill a hole. We'll get the hole drilled and we'll be able to put the hinge in. Oh, he likes the watermelon. All right. Things are fairly light. They're just a little awkward. As you can see, it's a miniature size of the 12 foot. It's half the size, 6 foot, but it matches. All right, so this is the goal. We want to get these hinges somewhere in this realm. And as you can see, the door is going to be a little shy of going through here. And the goats will show you, see? Thanks, Wayne, for displaying that. I just need to get a general idea where to do it and how high the gate needs to be to get an idea of where to mark it. And I think something like that will work. So I think that's what we'll do. All right. So we know somewhere in this area it's going to be center, and somewhere right there. There we go. All right, so there they go. The holes, 1, 2. Now we need to take these. We're just gonna start them. And once they get going, I have a little trick to help us screw these in. All right, now it's time to grab the special tool. Ready? A wrench. You just need something that's wide enough to grab to basically lay on these hinges. The goal is use this as leverage to then spin it. Now, you want to keep the hinges, you want to keep the bottom one up and the top one face downward. So we'll have to loosen the hinge on the top one so that we can slide it up, but I need to get this around at least one more time. Now, let me get the gate here. All right, this one's gonna go on, and then this gate hinge has to be moved down, as you can see. So, not a problem. We just need to get the ratchet, hit that off. We'll loosen this up, slide it down, put the gate on, slide the hinge back up, and then tighten it back on there. We should be good to go. Oh, I don't know what size that is. Half? Just have to loosen it enough that it slides down, just like that. Then we'll go ahead and pick this up, set it on there. And then slide this back up. Let's try to loosen that just a little bit more. There we go. That's looking pretty good. I need to come over here. Now we just need to retighten this. There we go. Now, this is eventually going to swing all the way in against that wall as needed. But right here, we're going to need a stopper because there's a little gap. So that is where a T-post is going to have to go in somewhere right about here, right about the edge. This bumps up against it. We can chain it, and then this fencing will be cut to that T-post, so it kind of bends around right here. It's a makeshift corner, and that'll give us a gate that we could then come through here and get in through the pig paddocks. A lot of these T-posts in here are bent up pretty bad. This one doesn't look too bad. We'll use this one. You guys coming in to say hi? I gotta come back in here though, okay? Not to freak you out or anything, but gots to come back in. So we need to get a T-post in here as a stopper. Trying to keep it somewhat, I mean, we could go like that and use this post, but it's gonna stick out, and it's easier on my eyes if we just make it perfectly, well, not perfectly, but somewhat flush to the barn, so it's all straight line. And we can do that, and then add this post somewhere like right here. And then again, like I said, it'll give us a stop, and then we can pull this fencing over to this and make that work. All right, let's see if that works. It sure will. Now, I can cut that fencing and get it moved over here, wrap it around here, and get a good zip with some zip ties. All right, there we go. Got this thing stitched up pretty good, the wire pulled over, and zip tied too, just to give it extra reinforcement. And move this out of the way for a second, so the gate will be able to close and tie right on there. And then what we'll be able to do is put a chain right around that, so that won't be able to move, and that'll be the new gate to get up into the paddocks. And then we'll get that 5-foot section and all that rigged up T-posting job there. We'll get that done. We can probably even take that T-post out in the corner. The next thing I need to do though is we need to get in here to electric line, and I need to terminate it on this T-post and put the tensioner over here. So a little bit of work to be done there. We'll get that taken care of here. All right, get these gloves on. Let's get this cleaned up, Red. Have a whole nother area in here, huh? Man, this is some, oh, man. And I had to put these things in there. Can't believe I got that down that far. Oh, man. Let's get it up a little bit higher here. Oh, jeez. Hey, bud. What you doing? What do you think of the new gate? Like it? All right. I got my reinforcements with us today, and we're gonna get Big Red's door off since we got this area cleaned out.
Yeah.
That way we're done doing this. All right, you ready to help?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna take out these screws, and the door's gonna fall, and then me and you are gonna carry it over there and move it out the way, all right? Does that sound good?
Yep.
All right. Grab a hold right here. Hold it tight, nice and tight, like you're gonna hold it. Ready? Oh, there you go. Balancing it. Here, hold this. I tell you what, you hold that, and I will carry the door, okay?
Yeah.
Let it fall. Watch out below.
Okay.
All right. I had to just come out here and fill up the pig feeder. Is a little low, pretty much out. What are you doing? Look what they did to their water barrel underneath it. Pigs will do that, they'll run the water out of here and then root up all around there. So made yourself a little hole in front of the water. They're chowing down. I need to sneak through your paddock. I think they're figuring out the water finally, seeing it's been rooted up here. And notice they haven't really been drinking out of that water much anymore, so I believe they figured out the nipple. I just haven't been here when they have actually done it. Oh, this looks so much cleaner, Red. What are you doing? Wallering around out here, huh? Yeah? All right, look how much cleaner this is. It's more open and looks good now that we don't have that makeshift 5-foot welded wire wall there. Guess that'll wrap it up for today. It feels good, you know, get this fence put on here, or this gate put up here, and the door off of Red's stall there. I figured it was just a matter of time before he knocked this bug thing down, which he already chewed it. We'll have to throw that away. What do you do this, Red? What do you do that for? Well, the goats are out in the pasture now with the cows still. Red's fed, the little ones are fed. Grayson did a good job. Helped me with chores this evening. Thanks a lot for all those that followed along today. And again, if you haven't done so already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Follow along as we build out our farm here at Ferko Family Farm. All right, but until next time, guys, we'll see you later.